Not again. Oh no, not again. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl. Super harsh times. Out here again. My head is sweating, dude. I got the head down tonight. I wish I could. It's hot out here, dude. I wish I could just get naked. Like naked and unafraid. Naked and brave. You brave now? Yeah, I'm naked. Like, it's like you're part black, huh? Yeah, I'm half black, but only from the waist down, which is kind of true. Anyway, I mean, because of the way my legs are, like the bone structure. That's why I be fast. I got Angolan legs, like Jamaican Angolan legs, like all the Jamaicans and shit. They're sprinters and shit. I'll be running with them like faster than they are, because I'm a Seminole too. Anyway, and then my great grandfather's like the fastest Jamaican there ever was. You believe that shit? I don't know why I can jump so high. I think it's the Apache side. Maybe it could be the Viking. Who knows? Shit. Vikings and Apaches be jumping on people, attacking them like a motherfucker. Well, Apaches had to climb. Like you're gonna follow a wounded Apache into the rocks. Not a good idea. Because I had a Sicario follow me when I was in Austin, and I was in the rocks. Like there's that certain park with the bridge. They be trying to throw people off that bridge and stuff. The guy followed me over there. And he had his shirt off. It was a black dude. They sent him after me. He did not succeed. He didn't. Why he quit? He was like, I ain't following an injured Apache into the rocks. He was not stupid. It's Chato's land. This is native land, Vato. Chato the Vato. You can call me Fozzie or El Wapo. Fuzzy. Yeah, I'm fuzzy, not fluffy. I'm not a pussy. Fuzzy. Fluffy, what are you, a pussy? Anyway, yeah, I'm trolling that motherfucker. Fuck that motherfucker. Looking at us. Well, I mean, come on, dude. Are you Mexican or a Mexicant? Are you American or American? It's August 7th, 2026, according to my records, according to my logbook, according to this phone. And I'm here. I'm here. I'm not too queer for you. I guarantee that. I'm looking for I'm looking for a wife, baddies club only, which there's quite a few baddies out there. So that's not like a hard thing to find. There's a lot of fish out there. It's like you see a school of fish and stuff. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of fish out there. A lot of fish. But there's a lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of fish. There's a lot of fish in the sea. And I guess I'm like Mr. Limpet. I'm a dolphin. I'm that dolphin. You ever seen Mr. Limpet? Mr. Limpet, dude. With Don Knotts. It's a great movie. It's like an animated movie. I guess it's like from the 60s. and he falls. He's in Santa Monica. Like I was there, but I never went to the pier. Anyway, I never went down there because I didn't have parking or whatever. They kept me from there. I'm sure. I want to go back, but he fell off the pier, I believe, somewhere like anywhere. I think it was in Santa Monica. He fell off the pier and he turned into a dolphin. And he found love as a dolphin. Like he found a wife that was a dolphin, so he stayed in the ocean, dude. But he had powers when he was a dolphin. He had like a sonic boom. Like he could go raw. He could just open his mouth and he could knock out like sharks. For real. This is a real story. And it had Don Knotts in it, and he's cool as he's cool as a motherfucker. Andy Griffith Show, Don Knotts. Could you have had an Andy Griffith Show without Don Knotts? No, they were very compatible. Like, and Barney was gonna go be a sheriff in another town. No, man, just stay and be deputy. Like, it's like Sheriff A and Sheriff B, or like Aunt B. And then Andy Griffith, like, how was the end of the show? Didn't he finally get married? He had a hot girlfriend. No. Something happened to the wife. That's why Aunt B showed up, right? There I go. Dreams of hopeless romantic looking ass. Hopeless face ass. It's just hopeless. Yeah, this isn't a YouTube prank. I am trying to run for president. I assure you. What do I need to do that? Gather money. It seems like I have money. I need money, and then I need to be free of this place and get my shit not blocked. What do I have to do? Just go like to New York and go to Trump's office and be like, hey, I want to talk to Trump, and I need his support. And does she go talk to the military? I need to talk to the Navy or something. I don't know what to do, because it's like, and I understand it, because everybody's so involved in their own problems, and that's the way they want it here. They want you so worried about your bills and this and that and your family, to where you feel like you can't help others. I understand that feeling. I know what that felt like. You can see the homeless guy on the side of the road, or the stray cat, or whatever. Yeah, I found a stray. It's like no one cares about us, so we're together. Me and the stray cat. It's like we're both strays. We're both tomcats. He's a bit of a tomcat. She's a bit of a tomcat, if you know what I mean. So she's a man? Wait, what? No, it's not. There's Cthulhu. Say hi, Cthulhu. Yeah, I know. He said hi too. You see him? He talks to me. I'm like, where have you been, Cthulhu? Here. He keeps saying, I've been here. Somewhere around here. I'm here. Look, they blocked my YouTube completely, dude. There's nobody on here at all. It's impossible for it to be like that. I got the fire. Rhaegar got the fire. Ragnarok. I like the Viking hip hop. It reminds me that I'm Viking. I forgot I was Viking. Like I'm one of those motherfuckers. Help me put my armor on for the last time. And I go out and just take arrow after arrow in the chest, and I stay up on my horse. Why? To prove a point. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm taking arrow after arrow after arrow into my motherfucking chest. Like, what's gonna happen to me tonight? Who knows? Joe Camel's got the fire. Look at my teeth. I just drank like a half a gallon of milk, and my teeth feel better. I still need to brush them. Brush and floss. I'll be flossing the shit out of my teeth and brushing them. And I still got the cavity. How did I get the cavity? Someone took a chisel to my fucking tooth. Like they grinded my tooth and chiseled it. I shit you not, dude. Yeah, my teeth have been grinded and stuff like that. It's yeah, there's Nazis out here. I think they work for the American government. Is it safe? Looking ass. I feel like the marathon man. And you saw? Did you see how that Nazi went after those diamonds at the end? That's all he cared about was those diamonds. He didn't care about anybody's life. He didn't care about his family, anything. He just went after those motherfucking diamonds. Those are the people that we're dealing with that we need to get rid of. Who gives about some diamonds? Your family is your treasure. Your mind and your soul is your treasure. Your ideas. What is what is not in this world right now? And I mean, as a Christian or Hebrew, whatever you think I am, a native, African, a Norwegian. I mean, Spartacus's Red Army felt the same way. Like they just wanted to be free. They were tired of the Romans' tyranny and misery. All they wanted was money. And then that's why Julius Caesar, I believe, was destroyed because he was a good Roman and they didn't want him anywhere near that fucking Rome anyway. So they brutused him. They took him out with brute force, looking ass. And his best friend told him what was about to happen. It's like, we're about to murder you, dude. I'm sorry. And his best friend actually, probably, it seemed like he gained some joy in doing that. So if you gain joy in hurting people, just go jump off a cliff somewhere, looking ass. God doesn't want you here. You're an alien. Saxons from Europa, which would be the 12 tribes, in North America, South America, Africa, and the tribes of Europe, and Southeast Asia, and Japan and shit, and in India, and then in China too. There's some. Why can't we all get together? Imagine if America and Russia and Africa and South America just we're how are we not winning, dude? How are we not winning? Most of us are Saxons here. How are we being destroyed by the Normans? They're buying you off, dude. They're buying you off, and they're using something to get into your mind. And you don't follow. That's why they wrote the Bible. They wrote the Bible to keep you from being fooled by these people. You're repeating the history of it. And I'm not gonna give up. I'm not giving up ever. I'm gonna become president. If not, then they're gonna imprison me. That's what's gonna happen. So that's what's happening, dude. Why so serious? When a leader speaks, that leader cries. Won't you come and follow me? Only you can set you free. See, I wish I had a guitar right now. I'd be jamming like a motherfucker. Cthulhu. The cat sleeps on the top of the car. It's cooler. Yeah, the cat's tired, dude. Don't knock cats for it's in their nature. I'm kind of the same way, dude. I need a lot of sleep and rest, or I like to sleep and rest because you have bursts of energy. Like the cat sleeps all day, but then the motherfucker he just jumped 6 feet in the air. I mean, that's a burst of energy, So don't be mean to Cthulhu and cats. Don't mess with cats, bro. Cats are what we are in this dimension. They ever seen Dragon Ball Z? This is dimension 7. We are the strongest dimension. Goku came from here. I am Goku. I'm part Saiyan. Goku's like my grandfather. I'm like Gohan. At certain points, I can be stronger than Goku because I have because I have human blood, because I have emotion. My emotion overruns the Saiyan, and then it's like, 'cause, like, I mean, look at Go, and then Gohan's father he's like a Sumerian, like he was a Polish giant. Did you ever notice that? Like he was Sumerian. He was like Conan. He was like Conan's descendant. That's weird, huh? And then Chi Chi's all little because she's Chi Chi, and but when she got mad, she was pissed, dude. And then Gohan has that in him, so he's a Saiyan, and he's like got that human in him, so he's the strongest character. And Goku knew it. His father knew that, so his father was like, "That's why you're gonna go train with me, and we're gonna become Super Saiyan. We're gonna learn how to keep our Super Saiyan on at a low energy, and then when you need to, go to Super Saiyan 2." And then Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 was like one of the best. It was probably the best form in any of the Dragon Balls. And he was still a boy too. But that boy anger, like like that helped him. Did you stab me in the neck, bitch? That's why they open the door, like, and then they stab you in the neck. They use time travel. Cowards, dude. Trolls. Fucking troll. We're gonna stab you in the neck and hurt you during your live show because we're such trolls. They want my cat too. Like they were trolling me in the past. My future is their past, and my past is their future because they're trying to use string theory to hurt me. The problem is they don't know the power of Merlin Jehovah Robinson, and I'm not gonna allow that to happen. This one is different. They are not going to hurt me any further. They're done. What they're doing to me isn't even working because I just use magic to fix it. It's fucking retarded. And I'm the dumb monkey. I thought I was supposed to be the dumb monkey. They call me dumb monkey, but have you ever seen Dragon Ball? What does he call the Saiyans? I cannot be defeated by a dumb monkey. Well, Vegeta and Goku were both geniuses, and they were both fighting geniuses, and then in the end, he couldn't handle them, and Goku just made a fool out of Frieza. They thought he was a dumb, like he's just ha, he's just like me. He's like ha. I enjoy life, ha. I'm happy, ha. I enjoy my family. I'm cool. I'm not an asshole to everybody. Blah blah blah. But then they take his kindness for weakness. But when Goku is fighting, and he becomes a Super Saiyan, he is a fighting genius. They cannot stop him. Like, he's going to figure out a way to defeat you, even if he's not as powerful as you. And then did you see him heal the bird? Like Frieza killed the bird, and he got the bird and he healed it, and the bird flew off. Because if you're a Super Saiyan, you are also a wizard. That's one thing you gotta, That's why he was able to keep the planet from blowing up and this and that until he left and all this. Like, how he was able to float to space in an injured spaceship. And then where did he go? He went to another magical place where people use instant transmission. He met those aliens, and they were all magical. You can only go so far with technology without magic. I'm serious, dude. Like, this, you think I'm bullshit, but I'm not. Does that look like someone that's bullshit right there? One-hitter quitter, dude. What? It is one-hitter quitter. I will one-hit quitter people. What's one-hitter quitter? It's when I hit someone so hard, like, that's just going to be a one-hitter quitter fight, and possibly a one-hitter quitter RIP. So I try not to ever get into fights, because I might actually hit somebody, and they just go to sleep and never wake up. It's not my fault. That's the problem being a Super Saiyan. Like, sometimes you want to hit quitter people. Sometimes you make them see their house. You might actually rip their entire spine out. It's something. And every time you rip someone's head off, like, they can still, they're like, hey, I can see my house from here. I don't know why they always say that, but they can always say that. They always say that. They do. They're always talking about houses and shit. Like, I'd probably be like, I can see my car from here, looking ass. Because they ripped their head off and their spine is half hanging out, like Sub Zero. You Sub Zero the motherfucker, and then I guess they're not all there because their spines ripped out and they're like they lost their blood flow to their brain, but they're still like, hey, I can see my house from here. And then they're on the ground and it's their spine sticking in the ground, like they're stuck in the ground with their spine. I can see my house from here. And I'm like, well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, bro. And then the other guy runs off. And then, there's an axe on the ground. I'm like, hey, there's an axe. And he's like, don't throw the axe at me, please. And then you throw the axe at him. It's not funny. It's a war story. It's war stories. It's like I'm fighting. I fought the shit out of that one dude. I don't want to say where I was, but it was like Eastern Europe. I don't know why we were there. But anyway, I was fighting that dude, and that's where I think I took the bayonet. Like, I turned around and got a bayonet. But I was fighting the other dude, killed him. I was like, oh, I did a good job. Bayonet. And then my other guy saved me. Like, you got to save each other in the military. Like, no matter how, it's like another Dragon Ball Z reference. Like, no matter how badass Goku was, he couldn't defeat everybody by himself, right? When it gets really hot, I crave milk. It's weird. Ever since I was out of the coma. Well, actually, before when I started giving plasma, I give plasma supplement my income when my daughter was living with me. I worked at the Civic Center, and I didn't make that much money, dude. And everybody else is making more money than me apparently the whole time. And I pretty much ran the entire place. I didn't realize how much work I was doing. And I applied for assistant director. Should have just gave it to me. Or fuck it, you know? It didn't really matter. For them to do what they did to me and to like use complete lies. They use fictional people to oust me. They're like, oh, you were involved, but you were talking to this person. They weren't even real people. And they said that I texted them online. Like, hi, how are you? So, like, you can text people online and, hi, how are you? What's up, girl? You know, I know you're not real. I know you're using a fake name. I didn't put that, but that's what they did. So is that legal? No. Lawsuit. I should have put a lawsuit on them. I didn't realize they were doing that at the time. Everyone here has a fake name, and they're fake. Some are good, some are bad. A lot of them were good, but then they all did the wrong thing in the end. And I don't know where their decisions, like what rock that decision crawled out of, what snake crawled out of there and made that decision. And then why are they interfering with anything? Why are they interfering with business? Why are people from other countries interfering with business of city of Lubbock? At the Civic Center, you can see America and plastic existence. And they would make me, what are you doing, cat? Cat's in the car now. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Cthulhu. He found a comfortable spot somewhere in the car where I can't see him. I just hope he doesn't piss in there. He won't, I don't think. I have to give him water. If I give him water, he drinks it. Like, if I give him water, like, I know it's hot out here. Like, it's hot as a motherfucker, dude. I've been dehydrated. Like, I have to drink a lot of liquids. A lot of liquids, dude. Like, I get up and I drink water. And I go and I get like Gatorade and vitamin water. And I get a Rockstar, you know, which probably isn't good to get energy drink, but And then I go to work and I'm fucking get thirsty there, and then I need more water or syrup drink. Syrup drink. What's syrup drink? Like Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew. And then mix that together and then put water. I don't put ice. I just put water and then a little bit of ice and drink like a medium drink. Like just chug it. You know, like feel better. Then I go work, make motherfucker sandwiches. I make good sandwiches, dude. Like you like my sandwiches. If nothing else, I can make a sandwich. You know. And I don't know. I don't ever get any live views here anymore. Anyway, it's blocked. So I have to go somewhere else, I guess. If I leave this neighborhood, like there are towers that block stuff here. It's on my other channel and stuff. It's well, not my other channel, but my from like September and October when I was here, when I first got here. You can see where I was stabbed in the eye. You can see it. It looks bad, dude. See, my nose is broken. That's a broken nose. If you wonder what's wrong with me and my face, like I've been through a lot of battles. Imagine how attractive I'd be if I didn't go through the battle. So they finally turned their AC on. Turn the AC on, dude. Like I'm bothering them or something. Well, I'm ramping everything up. I feel like I have to. I'm tired looking too. They called and woke me up this morning. He's a little puffy in his face. My face is a little puffy. Did you hear someone call me a freak? It was a female too. I'm not a freak, dude. I'm not a freak. I'm the spirit of truth. I'm Merlin Jehovah Robinson. I'm an angel. I have had a hard life. I don't like pollution. I don't like people that hurt other people. I'm a chef. I want to go on. I want to go on like they want. I tried to go on The Bachelor, and they accepted me. They were gonna like put me on there for real. Like they were gonna put me on The Bachelor. FBI. Anyway, yeah, I got accepted to The Bachelor. They were gonna make it like an in between Bachelor, you know. But me being 40 or whatever, I still might find a wife that's like young, like because they're very intelligent, beautiful young women out there that are very young, but they're still like they're still like, anyway. Or I might have found an older one. Like when I was younger, I liked older women. Like it's weird, you know. I've always liked just women, just of all ages. So if I was on The Bachelor, I would put like a wide variety of age, like a 20-year age thing, you know. They wouldn't all be 21, you know. It'd be like 20 to 40. And you never know who you're going to connect with. It depends on what the connection is. Because that's real, like you can see it. You can connect with people just by looking at them on YouTube. Hello. Like I'm kind of like Cable. I have an ability to telepathically like connect with people. And then like the women that I found there's a lot of talented women on here, you know, like on YouTube. I don't know why YouTube is like the anyway. And I admire them. I admire them. I think they're beautiful, and then I admire them, you know. So that I'm a little different type of guy. I don't like just. I don't think they're just some. I admire them for who they are. It's weird. I don't know. I guess anyway, it's hard for me to explain. I'm like Dracula. I have been compared to Dracula by my baby mamas and stuff. Why? And it's not a bad. They're just like, well, why am I? And I'm like, first it's Dracula, and then oh, that's exactly what Dracula's saying. And then no, and it's because, why did Dracula have like 7 wives, and then they're all different, like They come from all over the world, and they're all the most beautiful women. But why did he have 7 wives or whatever, and they all follow him? Because he loved them more than any other man could, and that's why Dracula was Dracula and why he was so special. Does that make sense? And then why did Dracula become who he was, and why did he? Because his wife was, they said she was a witch, but she was a scientist, and she was like trying to cure cancer and stuff back in that day, and they burned her at the stake. You burned Dracula's wife at the stake, and you wonder why he got pissed off, and he released demons from hell and stuff like that. That's how powerful he was. And then the legend of Dracula became, Vlad the Impaler. Have you ever seen that movie Dracula? The one, what's the one dude? He looks like Dracula, and then when he turns into a bunch of bats. That's real. That's actually what Dracula really did. He wasn't just one bat. He became like thousands of bats, and he defeated armies by himself. He was like Cthulhu. And then they just went after him when he was ancient. When he was like 1,000 years old, they went after him and whatever they did with him. Like, So yeah, I'm saying Dracula. Fuck that motherfucker. I need to get I'm gonna start throwing. If someone comes over here and they do those loud noises, I'm gonna throw a sledgehammer at them like Thor and see what happens. No, I'll probably go to jail. I want to see. I think I can throw the hammer and then call it back to me, like Thor and shit. I've called for Thor's help, like Thor and Odin and Loki. I really like Loki. Imagine Loki helping me. Like I need some mischief. And Hela's Loki's daughter. She controls the beasts. Her name's Hela, so she's hella fine. No, I'm just kidding. She's a baddie. Her weeping. Have you ever heard the story of her weeping? Her weeping. She's like the most beautiful redhead woman you ever seen in your life. Like she's so beautiful. Her parents were giants. Her father was a giant. He's like 30 feet tall. In like Norway, probably Norway. Vikings. So those are the original Vikings. And Vikings are just light-skinned natives. They're like natives. That's what they're like. There's light-skinned natives. There's different types of natives all over the world. If you're a native, you're pretty. You're gonna be a strong person. Like the English were natives, the Irish. They're natives. They're natives. Like bow and arrow motherfuckers. Robin the Hood. I had a dream I was Robin Hood. And that's really what like. If I was in England, I'd be living in Sherwood Forest. I would be hiding from the king. That's what I would be doing. And then I would come out and I would become king. I would marry his daughter. Anyway, I would marry Maid Marian. Anyway. But anyway, I'll just keep going. On. Over and over. He looks like hell. It stinks out here. Like someone's burning something. Like burning like grass. Like hay. It smells like hay. Hey. Bishnigol. Sorry. My New Orleans is coming out. Mama, may I have a cookie? No, Daddy-to. Aww. Why do I like doing that? I don't know. I think it's funny. To me, I'm like cracking myself up. I lost my chinchilla, Holmes. Have you seen that chinchilla? And what's a chinchilla? It's like a half Asian, half Mexican girl who's like so fine, and she throws you out of your house. There goes where's my chinchilla? Lost. And then like Chong pulls up. He's like, "What's wrong with you, bro?" "I lost my chinchilla, Holmes." "Oh, chinchillas? Oh, those are cool." "No, man, they ain't that cool." My dog took a shit, bro. Like, You want to smoke my dog shit? What? I don't want to smoke your dog shit, Vato. No, it ate my shit and it shit out my shit. And I rolled it up, bro. And then and it's like, okay, I'll try it. And then they were like smoking the shit. And then like that shit was so good. Like it being digested in the dog. It like warmed it up. And it made it more potent. There's a scientific fact. But don't go be like Chong. Don't go feed your dog shit to smoke the shit. Just let it happen naturally somehow. I'm right here. Have everybody seen Jason? I'm right here. Hi, it's Fire Marshal Bill. Hi, it's Captain Spaulding. Hey, darling. Hope to be seeing you soon. If I don't see you first. And Captain Spaulding, like the father from Devil's Rejects. Have you seen on there? He's channeling me on there. It's kind of scary. He's like, well, you know why they call me Captain Spaulding? He like cooks fried chicken. He cooks tasty fried chicken. Like he's got the best restaurant anywhere. He's the best chef. Tasty fried chicken. And then he's like, you know why they call me Captain Spaulding? Being as I'm the best basketball player that ever lived. My grandmother's half black, half Apache. I'm a Seminole. He says that on the movie, dude. I was like, oh my god. He's anyway. And I was like, the guy they made playing. I like the guy. I like the character. That was a good choice. That was a good choice of Captain Spaulding. I couldn't have done it better myself. And my girlfriend said I looked like one of the wrestlers on there. This was all wrestlers. My ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. That was years ago. She said that. And she really wasn't my girlfriend. You see the frustration in my eyes? Like, I can't even speak on that subject anymore. They would rather just steal my money than be my friend or anything. But they're shooting themselves in the foot because they'll steal like $1 million from me. But I would already made like $1 billion. So they shot themselves in the foot. And then whatever they did, someone paid them to do it. And then they were collateral damage. And then they got nothing out of it. Canada. See, I should have thrown a rock through that window. Why are you here? Who sent you, Vato? Okay, happy birthday. You know what you can do for your birthday? You can be blessed by Merlin Jehovah Robinson. I bless you to find your way in life. I'm going to bless you to find riches and not have it taken from you. I bless you with health. And I bless you with the ability to help others. And maybe someday you can help me once you become powerful. And what does that mean? Anything. Just vote for me. Just vote for me, Vato. I lost my chinchilla. My blessings work too. Like they are working. My blessings work also on people who have been in a lot of pain in their life. So if you have had pain in your life, my blessings work faster. A lot of it's physical pain, but it could be anything, you know. And everybody's had pain in their life. So my blessings work on everybody. Sometimes they're faster than others. Am I crazy? No. I'm the spirit of truth. I am a seraphim angel. You no longer have cancer. Okay? Are you the one that keeps telling me that? I bless you to not have cancer. And if they tell you to do something, if they tell you to do something like have surgery or something that's life threatening, just you might want to hold off a little bit because you're gonna get better. Why do I say that? Well, you know what happened to me when I was a child? They told me I had cancer. I did not have cancer. They took me and put me into treatment for cancer, and I did not have cancer. What? And then why is cancer this whole cancer thing like? You don't. Yeah, God is behind me. He likes the whole thing about curing cancer. I can cure cancer though if there's a pill you can give somebody, cell wall synthesis that they do not want me to create. All I need is a lab, and had $1 billion. I had $1.3 billion on Venmo for like 3 seconds. Then it got stolen. True story. And what was I going to do with that money? I was going to build a lab, and I was going to get scientists from all over the world, like 77 at least, and they were all going to get $1 million signing bonus, which that's 77 million, and then they were going to get 300,000 a year until we were done, and it was probably only going to take a month. I'm sorry to hear that, but anyway, yeah, my whole family's had cancer too, and I think a lot of it's crock of shit. I think they were just poisoned because the human body shouldn't even be creating radical cells unless there's some kind of poison involved. Does that make sense? And then why are the sea turtles getting cancer? Have you seen that? Like they're capturing those sea turtles and they're injecting them shit and they're giving them cancer. Why are they giving? What is the deal with the sea turtle cancer? Are they stealing their cells because they want their essence because they live long? They want this. They want to know what they are. They want to take their DNA and replace it with cancer. I don't know, dude. There's a lot of evil in the world. The problem is I am popular, but I'm not being able to be seen. I'm a popular guy. I'm popular. People like me. No, I'm good enough. I have a lot of people in the military that remember me that I saved and I worked with. There's a lot of people all over that I've worked with and been around in the NBA. People in the NFL. I tried out for the Cowboys. I was not allowed to play for the Cowboys. The cops came and got me. I wasn't cut. I was going to be a defensive lineman. I'd probably get 30 sacks a year. I was that good, and they were going to put me at running back and punt returner. I did that in high school. I was a defensive lineman, punt returner, because I'm able to manhandle men. I'm very strong, even for my size. I'm 6'3.5", 6'4", 280. Solid. My back makes the muscles in my back make the face of a demon, kind of like Baki or the ogre. I'm for real. Why does it do that? I don't know. And then my friend that plays in the NFL, and he's young, and he's an offensive lineman, and he's a very good offensive lineman, and he hugged me, and he was like, "Dude, how are you so built?" And he can, and then I don't know. That's just how I've been. I've had a hard life. Shit, I go through shit that I've done. I started working out when I was 14, doing football and stuff. And I really wasn't allowed to play sports in high school. I never played sports in high school. The only reason I got into the NBA is because I was working out at a Body Works, and the NBA, an NBA scout was there to get to watch someone else, and then the guy was he was like, "You want to play, man? Come on, man. We need another guy. I'll take it easy on you." And then he was talking shit to me, and I was like, he didn't know how good I was at basketball. and he was the one going out for the NBA, and then I ended up dunking on his ass, like I could dunk over the backboard when I was like for real, like when I was like 26. It's like, you look like Jesus, and then like jumping his Jesus Christ, like on NBA Jam. No, I was really like that, and the guy was like, dude, do you want to try out with the Spurs instead? Uh, I rated you higher than any other player I've ever rated, because I was like a point guard. I could pass, I can dribble, I could jump higher than probably anybody ever could, and was faster. Was my lateral quickness as fast as someone like Tony Parker? No, but I didn't need that. I could use my jumping speed and my running speed to chase them down if they passed me and just block their shot, if that makes sense. Like a class A cephalopod, like an alien. And then they were like, how did you do that? And then it caused fights. I got into a fight with an all NBA defender who I embarrassed. I threw the basketball through his legs and dunked on him. And he was so pissed that we got into a fist fight. And so I got thrown off the Spurs. Anyway, I wanted to play for the Spurs. And then and then I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you, like, Pat Riley called me from Miami Heat. He was like, I didn't believe it was him. I kept hanging up on him over and over. I did not believe Pat Riley was calling me to be his point guard. And they could have used me, dude. Like, how many championships would we have won in Miami if I was there? Imagine that. I'm just saying. It's like a Super Saiyan as a point guard with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, and then whoever else was there, like all those players. Chris Anderson. I played against Chris Anderson when I was, and that was a long time ago. Like, this guy was going to the NBA, or he was like, I'm going to this college in Amarillo, and he was a tall motherfucker, dude. And I was like, God damn, you can dunk like a motherfucker. And he's like, well, I heard you were really good. And I was like, oh, I guess. And I was like 17. That was a tough game, but I dunked on his ass anyway. I did dunk on his ass. He did block my shot though a couple times because I was just 17. I was skinny then, and I got bigger. Yeah. When I played in the NBA, I was like 250. It was muscle. It was my legs and back and shit. I got big legs. These big legs move fast. I got like Conan the Barbarian legs, but then like they're shaped like an Apache African. Like I'm real bow-legged. Which, if you see like the best basketball players, like if you watch an NBA All-Star game and you watch all the guards and like Kobe Bryant and them and Jordan, they're bow-legged like me, or LeBron. They way bow-legged. It just helps you. It helps you jump and run. It's a dominant trait. Not him, the bow-legged one. Him, yeah. But like on Salt and Pepper. Shoot, baby. Anyway, yeah, I'd be bow-legged. That's what my mom would be like. He's bow-legged like his uncle. My uncle played in the NBA too, so I guess they knew what that meant. Anyway, it was funny. Yeah, growing up, I started playing when I was real little. I played soccer and shit. I love playing soccer. They never really let me play soccer. Soccer was like one of the most fun sports I ever played. It's like basketball, but with your feet and shit. And I stopped playing. They never let me play football when I was a kid. I remember playing football, but then they said I was too rough, dude. How does a 10-year-old go play against 12-year-olds and they say I was too rough? For real. They said I was too rough, like I was beating up 12-year-olds. And then when I was 14, I body slammed that quarterback. They called the police on me. Yes, they called the police on me. I didn't know how to tackle the dude. I was like, let's powerbomb his fucking ass. He keeps running from me. Like catch him and powerbomb him. And I was only like 150 pounds, but I was way strong, you know. I was way strong, bro. I swear to God I was. Well, yeah. I mean, just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're weak. A lot of strength comes from like leverage and your length and stuff, and your bones. Your bones is what makes you strong. I have a different blood type, and I have bones. I have the hardest bones of any human that ever existed. The military told me that. That's why they did experiments on me. That's why they sent me everywhere. That's why when there was an insectoid alien loose, that's why they sent me. Send the sand after him. And then they didn't think that I was gonna like chase down the. They didn't think I was gonna chase him down, and then we'd be like, looking at each other, and then like we're like sniffing each other, like we're two aliens sniffing each other. Hey, you're pretty cool, dude. And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm your bro. And then I was talking to him telepathically, and then anyway, and then he got blown away. Like as soon as he was about to tell me the secret of life. Same thing they did to Bin Laden when I was trying to help him. Yeah, when I went after Bin Laden, this is a true story. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care. They're already gonna murder me or something. And it's not the CIA. It's the FBI. The CIA is cool. Uh, those are the people that really work for the president and the military or the CIA. They call them spooks for a reason. You don't know they're there. They like the FBI is there, but when the spooks are here, you don't know they're there. And if you do, don't say nothing. It's like, oh, there's Army intelligence. You mean the babysitters? The babysitter. There is no Army intelligence. They're just infiltrators, pencil pushers. You ever seen The Running Man? I'm like the Running Man. I'm like the Butcher of Bakersfield. I caught them murdering innocent people, and I tried to stop them. And then here I am, the Butcher of Bakersfield. And I'm like Arnold, dude. I want that lawyer. He's gonna come in there. Here, sign this. Use my back. I'm gonna stab the motherfucker in the back, and with the pencil. Here, there, I signed it, asshole. That's the level of disgust I am with them. Right, Cthulhu? Right, Cthulhu? Is it okay? They're a good kitty. Anyway. I'll make you famous. No, it's just me here. My favorite sandwich is Subway. I like all the sandwiches, dude. I've been eating everything. I've created some sandwiches. I created the Super Saiyan. Me being me, it's like Italian herbs and cheese bread. I guess you could use any bread with it. It's just teriyaki chicken and steak, bell peppers, roasted garlic, and some chipotle and honey mustard and sub crunch, and then just like some pickles on it, and like double American cheese and shredded cheese. And you can add a base of pepperoni and salami as well. And then the gohan, is the tuna fish with steak and pepperoni and bacon. Yeah. Anyway, and they have the 5-minute Italian, but I made a 10-meat Greek, and the 10-meat Greek is just like all the meats. Anyway, so that's what I do. I be doing stuff. I'm a creator. Create. I'm like an Italian chef, I guess. If I were a chef, I'd be an Italian chef. That's the closest thing I can say. So, anyway. Yeah, because I was like, man, I'll apply at McDonald's and shit. I had ideas for their menu. Like, they should send me to YouTube. I could go with YouTube, and then the places should hire me, and I'll revamp their menu. Like I could revamp Taco Bell's menu. I could revamp Subway's like and McDonald's menu. Just saying. I mean, I worked a lot. And a lot. Uh, I worked at a fried chicken place in Korea. Like I learned a lot there. I don't remember a lot of it, but that's what happens when they come and find you, and the FBI comes to Korea and deports you, and they hit you over the head in front of your daughters too. They did it in front of my family. Yeah, I have family in Korea. Yeah, I have biological children in Korea that I love dearly, and I don't get to see them. Anyway, that's life. That's what people say. And I had a girlfriend, and she was like a model, and she was like, "You don't have to pay rent." I was like, "Dude, I'll pay your rent. Trust me, I'm gonna pay your rent." I'm like, "Girl, you fine, you getting your rent paid." Anyway, they paid me pretty good at that fried chicken place, and I saved up like I'm like one of those guys that saved up and saved up and saved up, and I bought her a bracelet. And she's like, "Motherfucker, you should have bought me a ring. What is this shit?" I was like, "Well, I was buying you this first. I didn't think you wanted a ring. I don't think you like me that much. You keep me up all night on purpose, looking ass." I didn't care. I cleaned the house. I go to work early in the morning. I get off at 1 o'clock. I get my own meal. We had a son together, so my son was there. And then the other baby mama, like I would go over there on the weekends sometimes. So yeah, I had pretty good over there. It's just like, and then the guys I worked with were cool. They were tripping on me because they were talking shit. Like you're half Jew, half ape. Like on you ever seen Tokyo Vice? Like I guess I was like Jake, you know. I look like a monkey over there. Whatever. I'm a monkey. I swing low like a chimp. Anyway, and they be making fun of me, and then like they were making fun of me one day, and I just started blasting them back in Korean, and they were like, "Oh shit, he does speak Korean, looking ass." Oh, it was funny. I'm like one of the, yeah, and my like one of those. Have you ever seen like Seinfeld where they take Frank to the Korean when they're doing nails and stuff, and how they're just talking shit about Elaine? They were doing the same shit to my stepmom and my sister and her friends, and I was like, and they went and I went over there, and I was like, these bitches are bitches. Like they were talking horrible shit about us in Korean, dude. And I was like, and then I was talking, what the fuck? What are you here for? No, no one's here. No, it's like 3 in the morning, fool. Go away. I'm talking on the phone. How long you been with the FBI? You're gonna die if you come back over here, motherfucker. Fucking creep. You see that shit, motherfucker? Roll up over here, 2 in the morning. Fuck you, nigga. Hey, Jesse. No one's here. They all asleep. The fuck? My name's Jason or Joe Camel. See how mad I got, dude? Fucking trolls, dude. That was a troll. The cat is staring at him too. The cat's mad. Look at Cthulhu. Cthulhu's like, fuck that nigga. I will threaten you to die over here. Come over here and sneaking up on me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Fucking freak, dude. Homie, don't play that. Like, they're gonna do that shit, I'm gonna leave. What are y'all gonna do at 2 in the morning? What do y'all have in common? Weird, dude. That's the motherfucker I probably heard last night. I heard someone coming over here. Like, It sounded like someone was trying to steal something out of my car, and then they ran away. Like, well, I got to sleep with a baseball bat again. It really doesn't do any good because my hands are like sledgehammers, so I really don't need a sledgehammer or a baseball bat. My fists are more effective. Fisticuffs. Anyway. Yeah, this is kind of a ghetto, I guess. I mean, this is a family. Where did that motherfucker come from? Where did a motherfucker like that even come from? And then he went back over there north. There's nothing over there. There's no houses over there for him to go to. Those are all family places. Like, he's probably going to a trailer and like the FBI's in there. They get trailers and they like hang out. Oh, it's awful. It's disgusting. They think this is like a war zone. It's pissing me off. Here's your Jesse. Nigga, I don't think that dude named Jesse is even his real name. I think he's a kayfaber. I think they're all full of shit. I think they're Koreans. We believe they're Koreans. And they treat me like an idiot, so I mean, they've been fucking with me for years. They're even in my old neighborhood and shit. I heard them talk. They slip, dude. I be hearing them talk about me. It's just like the Korean shit, like the thing I was talking about, the Korean. Like they be talking shit. I hear them talking shit too. I hear you talk shit, dude. I speak 7, 8 different languages. Yeah, I do. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to Mexico. I'll be just fine. Let's put it that way. I speak Spanish better than they do. Would I let anybody know that? No, I ain't gonna bust it out until it's very necessary. Like I was at the art. I may actually start speaking Korean and Japanese people. I accidentally started doing it today. I kind of scared them. They're just like, but, you're black. Yasuke. Yasuke Yasuke Nishi. Why have I take the name Kai Yasuke Oishi? Because of where I lived in Japan. And then they called me Kai because of the Ronin thing. Yeah, that was a joke, but it's actually real. And there was a beautiful girl, my lady. She stayed there, and she would come see me. I'd be in the barn. I'd be out there in the farm and shit, and she'd come see me. I was like, dude, why are you here? I haven't had a shower, and kind of like now, I haven't had a shower. Why are you coming to see me? She loved me. She was trying to help me. I had a fucked up scratch on my back and stuff. I was like, well, yeah, I was just gonna leave it. It probably would have gotten infected. I would have died if it wasn't for her. No, I'm not just quoting the movie. That actually happened to me. I have been to that forest in Japan. There is nothing in that forest. Like you go into that forest, it's quiet, dude. And it looks like, you know what it reminds me of? And I've been to lots of places in Asia. I've been to like islands in Asia and stuff, and they remind me of Austin. Austin's a very like dense urban environment. And I don't know why they have all these trees from other countries there. It's like they're trying to make Austin look like Japan, and anyway, it's weird, dude. It's like they went through those links to set me up. But anyway, if you go to Japan, it reminds me of like Barton Creek, the Barton Creek area. Like you walk down those trails and the rocks and stuff and it's like collapsed caverns or stuff. That's what it looks like in that forest. But there's no sound. Like there's nothing there. It's cursed. There's no life. Like there's nothing. Like there might be like a few moths or something, but there's no insects. There's like no mosquitoes. There's no roaches. There's nothing on the ground. Like you can just lay on the ground. Nothing's gonna crawl on you. How do I know this? You don't want to know. And then that's where everybody goes to commit suicide, supposedly. But like the Japanese businessman, like on the Sea of Trees with Matthew McConaughey. Have you ever seen that? And anyway, I don't get into it. Yeah, I've talked to ghosts and stuff there. But anyway, I was sent there. They dropped me off there. Why? For my own good, supposedly. For me to become the man I was going to become. But you go there, and the Japanese businessman, you think like he killed himself because he disappointed his family? No, you know why he killed himself? Because he was on business. He was like in London or somewhere, and they dropped nuclear bombs on his family. So he went to the Sea of Trees and killed himself. Anyway, that's a true story. That's the ghost that's there, is that man. He will help you any way he can. He was not a disappointment. He was let down by people. You imagine going to your home and it just being nothing, and all your neighbors and all your family and friends of every like connection are gone. All of them, because they all live within like a 20-mile radius of you. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that pain? Like I have pain, but that's some pain right there. And then he could channel her pain too. Like he channeled her pain. He knew what happened to his wife. They murdered his wife. She wasn't in an accident. They murdered her. That's how easy way to murder somebody is to make it look like they're in an accident. That's what they did. And she survived the accident. And then they got into another accident on the way to the hospital looking at us like, what the fuck? And then something about the color of yellow. If you watch that movie, how did he know that? How did